be seated. Good evening, members of the Blackstone-Millville Regional School Committee, Superintendent Alan Himmelberger, Mr. Dudek, Mr. Juba, family, friends, teachers, NHS members, and new inductees. My name is Andy Lucier. I'm the current president of the 2015-2016 Blackstone-Millville chapter of the National Honor Society, and I will be leading you through tonight's ceremony. We are gathered here this evening to induct new members into the Blackstone-Millville chapter of the National Honor Society for the 2016-2017 school year. This year, the National Honor Society has continued its legacy of being a constructive, dynamic, and enthusiastic organization. We continue to be a positive presence within the BMR community by involving ourselves in numerous activities and projects that exemplify at least one of the 4 pillars of character, scholarship, leadership, and service, which are considered the foundation of our organization. Along with our involvement in such activities, all members must maintain a cumulative average of at least 90%. At the beginning of each year, the NHS demonstrates the pillar of character by sponsoring Character Counts Week, in which both students and teachers are recognized for their naturally splendid character. Towards the end of the year, the membership also organizes Teacher Appreciation Week. During this week, staff members are recognized for their dedication and thanked for their hard work and inspiration, which allows each student and our members to blossom into their greatest potential. Furthermore, our membership has shown their bright character and appreciation for their community by volunteering to clean up the Very Family Cemetery. This historic cemetery in Blackstone had become overgrown and unkempt, and our membership eagerly took on the responsibility to landscape the cemetery and make it once again immaculate for the Very family. The pillar of scholarship has been expressed through our quarterly honor roll breakfast. This school-wide breakfast brought in honor students from across all grades so that they could be recognized for their achievements. To improve the success of students in our school, the entire membership also actively tutored peers in all subjects and grade levels. This year, the membership went above and beyond the pillar of leadership by hosting the 10th annual Empty Bowl Dinner, and it was a remarkable success. Months before the project date, a committee was formed to organize entertainment, food, and supplies for the event. Our award-winning jazz band and high school chorus, both under the direction of Mr. Todd Schaefer, provided sensational entertainment. And who could forget the highlight of the evening, the handcrafted bowls created by our very own members. Thanks to the patience and talents of our teacher, Ms. Robertson, NHS members were able to showcase their artistic abilities as they sculpted, fired, and painted bowls to raffle off at the fundraiser. Between the proceeds from our ticket sales, the bowl raffle, and other donations, we raised $1,400 for the Blackstone-Millville Food Pantry to feed those in need throughout the community. We look forward to continuing this event in future years. Year after year, the members of the National Honor Society endlessly devote themselves in serving the community, school, and fellow students. This year, our entire membership has defined itself by partaking in a unique and collaborative service project, Soul Hope. As most of you know, many in this world cannot afford or do not have access to what we consider a basic amenity, shoes. Those without shoes are at risk to various diseases and grievous infections. Soul Hope is an organization whose goal is to prevent this issue, specifically in Uganda, Africa, by both empowering the Ugandan workforce and by providing the materials needed to create comfortable shoes for those living in the nearby underdeveloped communities. Our group, in cohorts with the Junior Honor Society, Student Council, and other members from our community, was able to craft the materials and patterns needed to assemble 70 pairs of shoes for these unfortunate people. Along with our material donation, we also donated another $400 raised by our membership. Ronald Reagan once said, "We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone." 37 distinguished members of the National Honor Society gave up their time to aid others and make a difference in their community for no reward other than the good feeling left in their hearts, which comes from helping others. At this time, I would like to introduce our superintendent, Mr. Alan Himmelberger.
name is Alan Himmelberger, and I am your superintendent of schools. The best part of being a superintendent is recognizing student achievement, but it's also having the ability to interact with students in all of our schools. And I have had the great opportunity to interact with these honored students and inductees. And I can assure all parents gathered here, grandparents, family, and friends, you have outstanding children. Thank you very much for allowing us the opportunity to interact with them and to impart the educational wisdom that they will take and be very successful as they move forward. It has been said that there is a bit of lack of leadership in this country, and certainly leadership and character and scholarship and service are the tenets of National Honor Society. And I look forward to these students as they move forward in our world to become leaders with character and with scholarship to serve others, to make our world a better place. Thank you all for being here this evening. Please enjoy every moment of this. It is a wonderful opportunity to celebrate the very best of why we are all here and do what we do each and every day. And to see students on their journey through their public education do so well. And we say that character is what you do when no one is looking. Let me tell you, they exhibit character every single day, and sometimes I catch them doing it. So again, thank you all for being here, and enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Himmelberger. At this time, the Woodwind Choir will perform Wedding Day at Trollhagen by Edward Grief and William Schmidt. As mentioned earlier, membership in the National Honor Society is earned by the effective demonstration of the 4 pillars held in high esteem by the Society. The other 4 officers will first light a candle to represent each one of those pillars from the center candle of knowledge, and then speak on these qualities. First, Vice President Griffin Riley will speak on character.
The members of the National Honor Society have a certain quality to them that reflects patience, kindness, and empathy, and makes them much more than just good students. This quality not only radiates the virtues of our organization to our members, but elicits respect and cooperation from those around them. This quality is great character. Character is often simplified to what you do when nobody's watching, but it is truly much more complicated than that. Thankfully, our membership has mastered good character and practices it every day in our high school. Character is recognizing those around you who have accomplished success and worked hard for it. Every quarter, the National Honor Society prepares a fantastic breakfast for all those who made the honor roll. This year, we expanded this program to include parents and changed venues from the Library Media Center to the much larger cafeteria. This allows us to host all classes for a longer period of time, rather than before, when we only had 1 grade at a time and for a much shorter duration. This increased recognition showed how our organization supports our students within our school. We also recognize our students who go beyond the classroom to be model student athletes with our Student Athlete Recognition Week. And, most importantly, we recognize our teachers every year with an enjoyable Teacher Appreciation Week to thank them for their good character and leadership in our school community. Character is reaching out to those who you may not know personally, but who are in need, simply because it is the right thing to do. Soul Hope, as mentioned, is our new initiative this year, which prepared the elements of shoes to send to impoverished regions in Africa. Here, Africans took the materials and assembled them to shoes, both earning money and creating a defense against foot infection. We organized this because we know the value of reaching out to others and supporting them. Character is, ultimately, doing what you know is right, simply because it is the right thing to do, without the vain expectations of fame, reward, or recognition. Blackstone Millville National Honor Society is proud to promote good character in our school and instill these values in our chapter's members so that they may go forward in life and do good. The tasks we undertake here multiply in benefit, for our members will take what they have learned and educate others in their various paths of life. Our members lead by their good character. They treat others as they should be treated in high school, help others when they need a hand, and are always looking for opportunities to improve and enrich the school. Students can look up to our members as both role models and compassionate friends, and perhaps that is the greatest and most important aspect of our organization. Every student in this organization works hard to demonstrate good character, and it certainly affects those around them. It is clear that we have dutiful NHS members to thank for the positive environment BMR provides. I have been very proud to be a leading officer of this year's National Honor Society because of the incredible character of our individuals, our chapter, and most importantly, our school. Our quote for the year has been, "We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone." Truly, all our members worked hard to help somebody, somewhere, every day. And isn't that character at its finest? Thank you to all who have made this year possible.
Thank you, Griffin. Next, Secretary Nathan Carroll will speak on scholarship.
As a senior this year, whenever I or one of my classmates hear the word scholarship, we immediately think of some extra money we could take with us for college. In today's expensive college reality, scholarships have become one of our top priorities after deciding on a college. But by thinking of the word scholarship in this way, we lose some of its meaning. Scholarship is not simply an award for having great academic merit throughout high school. It's more than that. It's a lifelong passion and curiosity for knowledge that extends beyond the conventional classroom setting. Here in the National Honor Society, scholarship is one of our 4 pillars and is the foundation for many of our activities. In order to be invited to the National Honor Society, students must achieve an average grade in all classes above 90%, which is not an easy task, considering many of us are enrolled in multiple honors and AP courses. By meeting this standard, NHS members already show they are committed to learning and are willing to push themselves to achieve more. By surrounding ourselves with peers who share a belief in pursuing education, the entire NHS improves. The NHS not only promotes scholarship in our members, but also in our school and community. One of the most fundamental aspects of the Honor Society is peer-to-peer tutoring, which is available to any student who is in BMR who is looking for extra help. By doing this, our pillar is spread throughout the entire school, not only through the NHS. To conclude, I'd like to address a quote. You can teach a student a lesson for a day, but if you can teach him to learn by creating curiosity, he will continue the learning process as long as he lives, by Clay P. Bedford. Truly, scholarship will last long after we graduate, and it's a lifelong endeavor of learning. Thank you.
Thank you, Nate. Now, Treasurer Jessica Morrison will speak on leadership.
Thank you, Andy. So I'm going to talk about the pillar of leadership, probably the most obvious one besides scholarship. We are chosen to apply based on the grades we've maintained throughout high school, but those numbers aren't a true reflection of who we are. These numbers don't show the dedication we put forth to obtain those grades, the knowledge we've gained, our failures, our victories. These numbers don't tell you about the all-nighters or the days after when we survived on just adrenaline and caffeine. And while you, our teachers, parents, coaches, and directors, you understand that we work hard, you may not expect to see how much we love it. And maybe love isn't the right term for it. We're drawn to the prospect of success, the highest level we can achieve, and so we convince ourselves it's reachable. We're perfectionists and we don't want to settle. Some intrinsic element compels us to try, to push ourselves, and together our ambition is infectious. These students were chosen to join the group because they were our leaders. Not just in the classroom, but on the field, on stage, in their church. They're some of the most involved students in the school. They're 3-season athletes, class officers, and Stuco members. They're part of the yearbook, the music program, drama club, and SAD. They hold jobs throughout the year and maintain social lives, all the while taking the highest courses available, getting outstanding grades, tutoring, and volunteering. They come in early to school, sometimes 2, 3, or 4 days a week, and stay late. Some nights, students are here until 9, and during band season, well, much later. Through NHS, we develop a sense of our strengths. We learn more about commitment and responsibility. We'll carry these experiences throughout our lives. The ultimate goal of NHS is to always give more of ourselves to others. We try to be a positive presence within our academic and social community and inspire others to do the same. This is the true definition of a leader. We challenge ourselves and each other, after failures and victories alike, to achieve something better, something scarier, something more unachievable. This is how communities find progress, how people evolve into smarter, braver, kinder people. Tonight is a testament to the students sitting before you, on stage and in those front rows there. These students chose to be leaders, to dream big, to support each other. We thank you, teachers, coaches, and parents, for being our first role models and for supporting the youth who have shown so much incredible potential. I have no doubt that next year's NHS will continue to set higher standards. Good luck. And to my fellow senior members, you've always challenged me to be better, so thank you. You owe it to yourselves to keep chasing success, because you're all capable of it. The best to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jess. And now lastly, historian Katie Gothier will speak on service.
Thank you, Andy. Service, one of the National Honor Society's greatest priorities and one of our most valued pillars. The service we do for others defines our roles as students, tutors, brothers, sisters, friends, and citizens. Our membership is one of the many in the country that encourages acts of service to be emanated from the heart and not from the satisfaction of documentation or merit. Although tonight we're here to honor 15 academically outstanding students, they have shown that they're not only ready to learn, but also ready to make service a part of their lives. Many of the students behind me have gone above and beyond the requirement of 28 hours of service each year, and second semester hours aren't even due yet. This is the kind of devotion that drives our membership to accomplish countless service projects year-round. This year, the National Honor Society participated in various annual projects such as the Bonfire, which raised money for scholarships, the Mittens and Hats Drive in December, and the Empty Bowl Project Dinner in February that raised $1,400 for the Blackstone Food Pantry. The BMR chapter also participated in other more unique projects such as the Soul Hope Party with a Purpose. The project brought together the National Honor Society, the National Junior Honor Society, and the Student Council to cut patterns out of old jeans and milk jugs to be sent to Africa, and there the patterns would be rendered into shoes for toddlers so that they might be protected from painful infections. We're proud that our service not only reaches out locally, but also globally. During the time spent as a member of the National Honor Society, we sometimes might not see direct results from the work we do. However, occasionally, when we see parents breathe sighs of relief to know that their kids will be in good hands during parent-teacher conferences, or when we fill up a bag with beans, rice, and pasta, and a family leaves the food pantry a little more fortunate than before, all the work pays off. We know that belonging to the National Honor Society means raising our hand to volunteer even if we've already completed our requirements. This year has been so special for me, and I'm so grateful to have been the historian and service coordinator. On behalf of myself and my peers, I wish the new members and the rest of the membership the very best of luck next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. Would all of the candidates for induction into the Blackstone Millville Regional Chapter of the National Honor Society, and also current members, please rise, raise your right hand, and repeat after me the National Honor Society Pledge. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school. And will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Thank you. Please be seated. This year, the National Honor Society informally inducted one senior after the fall semester. This member was actively involved in NHS functions throughout the rest of the school year and also performed many hours of community service. I would now like to formally induct this senior and our new members. Please hold your applause until all members have been inducted. From the senior class, Brianna Crowley. From the sophomore class, Haley Carroll. Arthur Nuskretchen. Natalie Gurdon. Nicole Kaczynski. Brill Jenkins. Justin Keys. Emily Labrie. Anita Lehue. Angeline Levitt. Matthew Maley. Taylor McNamara. Heather Milliken. Heidi Newman. Ashley Normandin. Connor Smith. Congratulations to all of you. At this time, Ms. Kelsey Gerard and Ms. Taylor Kaderka will sing Titanium by Sia and David Guetta. Thank you, Kelsey and Taylor. This evening, I have the privilege of introducing our keynote speaker, Mr. Mark Juba. Mr. Juba has an impressive 11-year teaching background, specifically teaching graphic design and technology. He harbors over 20 years of experience in the graphic design field and has been the editor and sports columnist for the Milford Daily News and also has worked at the Woonsocket Call. He attended undergraduate university at Florida State University, majoring in television and radio, and went on to complete his graduate degree in communications at Syracuse University. He is a big local sports fan, and his wife is a published author of 7 novels. Students and faculty alike like and respect and appreciate Mr. Juba for the work he provides throughout the school. From the school newspaper to the honorable breakfast banners to the very pamphlets many of you are holding right now, Mr. Juba has provided each student at BMR the tools and resources to create personalized graphic art. Now, please give a warm welcome to Mr. Juba.
Before I start, I'd like to ask all the members of NHS and the new members of NHS, just stand up. Just stand up a second. In the audience, if you'd like to do that too, you can do it. 7th inning stretch time. That's all. Anyone who took my class or is taking my class, you know, before I give like a lecture and I really want you to learn something, I get you to go up to get the binders. You probably think it's because Mr. Juba's unorganized and he just doesn't know what he's doing. No, it's to get your energy kind of up, get you in a new atmosphere, and then hopefully you'll learn something in this area. So I'm gonna give me 10 minutes and hopefully you'll learn something. So you can all sit down, and then I'll start. Let you know one of my teacher's secrets. Non-sibi said alley, not for self, but for others. To begin, I'd like to thank Mrs. Marianne McLean, Andrew Lucier, and the rest of the members for selecting me to give this keynote address at this induction ceremony. I am deeply honored, and frankly, I was a little shocked that you picked me to give the address. For those that don't know, Andrew did say, but I teach computers here, specifically graphic design. Graphic design is an elective. I don't teach one of those core classes that one associates with being the reason students get inducted to the National Honor Society. So I was shocked and asked Mrs. McLean, why me? She said the kids picked me. Thank you very much. Thank you. That really validates what I do here. Andy later came to me and asked me a few questions. I asked again, what should I talk about? And he said, and Mrs. McLean later confirmed, that I could talk about whatever and ever I wanted. And I really appreciated that too, because that's a great honor, because it gives me a lot of freedom to talk about what I think is really important. So everybody now sit back and relax as I talk about obscure Latin sayings. Over the next 6 hours, you are going to be whisked away. I don't think they're happy with that. Okay, I'll break it down a little bit. Actually, I won't go that in depth. Instead, I'm going to teach about one thing, really just one point tonight. See if you guys can figure that out. I'm going to start by picking a Latin phrase, the one I started off with. Non sibi sed ali, not for self, but for others. That phrase is so close to my heart because it was the motto of my private high school. My high school was a little different than BMR, a lot different, way more expensive. Different, but notice I'm not saying better. It wasn't better. One thing, we didn't have National Honor Society. You kind of think they don't? Nope, we didn't have that back then. Schools back when I went to school, public schools and private schools, that wasn't the focus. All private schools, their survival counts on selling what the paying public wants. And at that time, the paying public wanted academics, academics, and academics. We had classes in the day, sports in the afternoon, that's about it. Back in those dinosaur days when I went to school, we didn't have many clubs or opportunities to do, not like we do here at BMR. You guys have so much more. Art, music, computers, robots, and clubs, clubs, clubs. Yearbook and newspaper are great ones. The undergrads, you should all join those. course, I run those. So over time, education has changed. In this district, art, music clubs is appreciated. We're so thankful for that. In other districts, many years ago, and still even some today, districts continually threat to cut those activities. Not here at BMR. We have you students, parents to thank for that because you demand it. We also have our school committee, our taxpayers, our administration. You guys support it. Thank you. That's a well-rounded education. BMR is in the business of educating the student, the whole student, not just academically. In the old days, it was academics, academics, academics. Today, it is so much more, and NHS helps demonstrate how it is so much more. NHS has its 4 pillars: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. NHS students are always given credit for scholarship. Let's face it, you're the kids the ones that we know that have the good grades. You and your parents should be proud of that. But the students I nominate, and I know a lot of other teachers do the same, we don't go and look up your grades to find out if we're going to nominate you for NHS. I write it from the heart. I ask myself, can this person carry a conversation? Are they caring for others? If they see a problem, do they try to fix it or do they run away from it? I base it on service, leadership, and character. Do you know what my point is yet? We'll get there. Service. You're all smart. But smart doesn't move societies. Service does. Helping others. Your organization does it all the time, probably the best of any of the organizations in the school. And it's a credit to you guys and Mrs. McLean. Keep it up. Like you said earlier, Soul of Hope this year, the annual Empty Bowl, gifts to the food pantry. All are keys to your service component. And none of these funds go back to BMR education. It's all for others in the society and their towns. Don't let that end in high school. Do service throughout your life. Helping your fellow man is critical at 18, 81, and all the ages in between. Leadership. We all have our favorite leaders. In my lifetime, it's Ronald Reagan. Michael Deaver, who worked in the Reagan White House, said that Reagan changed his belief on what great leadership was. Before working for Reagan, he thought the smartest man in the room had to be the best leader. Reagan was a smart man, but Deaver would always say he never felt he was the smartest man in the room, but he was always the greatest leader in the room. That's because leadership isn't about making the most analytical decision possible. If it was, robots would rule the world. Already. I know you guys think the generation's joke is that robots and computers will someday rule the world, but that'll never happen. Heart, compassion, love for your fellow man, those are the most important traits for leadership. Because true leaders aren't the ones that are doing the great things. True leaders get the people around them to do the great things. If you're a phony, don't have heart, compassion, love for your fellow man, people sense that and they won't follow. That they might be scared into voting for you for once. They might be scared into voting for you once, but they won't follow. You, the NHA students, you are partly there because members of the faculty said that you are now, or at least can someday, be great leaders. You all can be. Make it happen. Character, the last pillar is character. To be honest, if you don't have quality character, none of the other pillars are going to stand the test of a lifetime. But with character, the foundation of any person, you can withstand a lifetime of challenges, even if life throws you one storm after another. As a teacher, this is the one I worry about the most nowadays. Not scholarship, not service, not leadership. But people will come along and do those things. But if we don't have a society built around individuals with stellar character, society won't be worth a thing. The internet culture of today, posting a hurtful opinion online about each other just because you can, isn't demonstrating free speech, but instead demonstrating a lack of character. Reality TV has eroded our nation's character. For one, it's not real. These people are all performers. On script as much as any other form of mass media. But people still stare at it like a car crash in the road because it appeals to some primordial-based trait. But show character, look away. It leads me to the key question, not my key point yet, my key question. You are a generation that says you hate this, but why do you flock to it so much? The drama, the drama, the drama. Don't engage in the drama. Now for parents, you might not know what that is. I didn't know that what it was when I came here. When I started, I do an assignment where students have to present an electronic self-portrait of themselves. In the portrait, they say what they like and what they dislike. The majority of that first class they all said they hated drama. I was very surprised. I went to the drama club advisor, Mr. Slade at the time, he's a good friend of mine, and he said they were performing the next day. It's like, what are you doing to these kids? They're all stressed out and they hate drama. I really did. He had to explain to me, it's a new word at that time, that drama didn't mean that anymore. Drama wasn't the drama club. Drama was the drama of life. What us old people called gossip, bullying, arguing. It's all one word now, drama. Guys and girls, drama is a lack of character. It's pointing out someone else's flaws for hurtful reasons. It's arguing over stuff that just doesn't matter. It's fighting over boys and girls and statistics, and your parents will back me up on this, that you're not even gonna want to admit that you know, never mind kissed in 5 years from now. Really. Drama is all about hurting, not helping. Dedicate yourself to helping others instead of hurting others. Do you get what I'm teaching yet? Non-civi sed ali, not for self, but for others. The 3 pillars I pointed out, service, leadership, character. That's the same thing. I'm a computer teacher. If you're in my class when I teach, I sometimes tell students that I'll teach a subject and I'll say, it's the simplest thing. You have to go copy something. You can do that by right-click, copy. You can go to the edit menu, go copy. Control-C, copy. If you know computers, I'm saying the same thing the same time. It's all copy. Well, life is like that too. Your learning is, and you've learned it, that it's service, leadership, character. I learned it as non-civi sed ali, not for self, but for others. Others have learned it as pay it forward, the secret, the last lecture. I could go on. It's all saying the same thing, and it's saying the message I'm trying to convey. Academics are important, be proud of that. But the smartest man in the world is not the happiest. The people who focus on service, leadership, character, the good things in life, focus on those. Those are the ones that are on the path to finding true happiness. Congratulations to the new and old BMR NHS members. I hope you find your happiness. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Juba. Before I address next year's officers of the National Honor Society, I would like to say a few words to the current leaders. First, I'd like to thank the 4 of you for all the time and all the dedication you have put into this membership. You should all be very, very proud of what a successful year we've had together, and be very proud as well of what great role models you have been for the people sitting around you. And to the graduating seniors, thank you all for your hard work within our organization and for stepping up when you had to. Good luck in college next year, and may you all succeed. Thank you to the entire membership for everything you've done to help out this past year, and congratulations on a fantastic and unforgettable year. At this time, I will address next year's officers of the National Honor Society. I am sure you will continue our great legacy and further expand the achievements of our National Honor Society and continue to better the Blackstone Middle community. We will now conduct the installation of new officers. As each position is named, would the new and current officers please step up to the candle of knowledge. Please hold your applause until all officers are named. Historian, Caitlin Castelluccio. Treasurer, Julia Catalano. Secretary, Colin Bisbee. Vice President, Lauren Bouvier. And President, Abigail Austin. I hope you have a very productive and very prosperous year with these new officers. Congratulations. You may be seated. Each year, the new members are asked to invite an inspiring teacher, coach, counselor, or administrator from the BMR community to this ceremony. Remember that you are respected members of society who plant the seeds of learning with hopes of growing lifelong learners. This year's selection includes Ms. Follin, Mr. Hook, Mr. Healy, Ms. Demers, Mr. Goddard, Ms. Carroll, Mr. Uglow, Mr. Kiley, Ms. Finnegan, Ms. Rose, Ms. Anderson, Ms. Tosti, and Mr. Schaefer. Would they and all other faculty members present please stand and be recognized for your unconditional efforts and dedication to these outstanding students. On behalf of the 2015-2016 National Honor Society, I would like to extend thanks and gratitude to the Woodwind Choir for providing us with their wonderful music selection for tonight. Also, I would like to thank Jack Keefe and Noah Trudell for their work in the lighting and sound booth. A thanks to all of the supporting parents out there tonight in the audience. You have helped each of us reach this point today, and you have inspired us each and every day to be the best that we can be. I would now like to thank our advisor, Ms. McLean, who has selflessly guided our membership into brighter futures and gracious acts of service. Each week, you bring exciting new ideas and plans for our membership, and we are forever fortunate for your dedication to our organization. Our National Honor Society would not have been as successful as it was this year without your help and support. You have nobly shaped the 2015-2016 National Honor Society into an unforgettable year, defined by imaginative projects and revolutionary plans for the future. The entire membership would like to thank you for your unwavering assistance this year. Please stand and be recognized. This concludes our program. Would you please allow us to lead you out of the auditorium and into the cafeteria to celebrate the induction of new members? We ask that you please remain seated until all members have exited. Thank you very much.